Welcome to Spirit Cocktails. I'm your host Peter, and today we're making the cocktail I designed myself because I was bored and I wanted to make a drink, and I just kind of threw stuff together. I want to make apple flavor. It's called a Crown Royal Regal Apple Tea. Hence, it's going to have Crown Royal Regal Apple. And if you check my review out, this stuff, the moment you open it up, the whole room is permeated with a strong green apple flavor. This is actually really good. If you want to have an apple flavored cocktail, I definitely suggest you try this. I mean, there's plenty of different things out there. It depends also if you like whiskey, because it does have a whiskey back end to it. But if you like appletinis, if you like, I don't know, just any cocktail in general, just uses green apple flavor, like maybe sour apple pucker. Maybe add a little bit of sour mix to that, and you basically have a sour apple pucker without the pucker. No point. But this is actually going to have a lot of flavor to it. This is a Long Island iced tea style cocktail. The only thing I took out of it was tequila. As I'm looking at it, I'm like, tequila would make it taste kind of funky. It kind of may give it more of that tea flavor, but you already got so much stuff in this. I figured why add tequila too. But it's going to be very flavorful. I was going to try this out, and I was extremely happy with it. It tasted kind of just like a sour apple cocktail, but it's really good. But I'll show you how this is made, and if you can get a hold of it, definitely get the Regal Apple Crown Royal. You won't be disappointed. I use about maybe a third of a bottle. Guarantee after a couple months it's going to be gone. But that is good. But I'll show you exactly how this is made. This is going to be a build style cocktail. And yeah, I got my shaker there. Don't need a shaker. But it's still there. Just for hell of it. But you want to take a ½ ounce of each of your alcohols. Say your vodka, obviously your Crown Royal. You can use any white rum. Just happen to have Captain Morgan white rum on hand, which is pretty damn good if you get a chance to check it out. And as the Crown Royal, you can check out my review. Show you exactly how it tastes. Take some gin. And finally, blue Curacao. As far as alcohol, also ½ ounce. Now, in so many ways, this is what's called an AMF, the Adios Motherfucker cocktail. Obviously with that one you had tequila. You just add the blue Curacao and then put Sprite instead of Coke. This is kind of the same concept, but by using the Crown Royal Regal Apple instead of the tequila, it gives it obviously the apple flavor. You're adding a slight yellow color on top of the amount of the sour mix. So you get all that in the blue Curacao. You're going to get more of a green instead of a blue color that you get with the AMF. One thing is it makes this a lot different. So you want to take 2 ounces of your sour mix. See already it's green. Give it a stir. You can shake and strain this if you like, because basically it's Long Island. It's more of a preference. Some people like to do their Long Island. It's just a basic build cocktail. It's so much easier. You just put all your crap in there, give it a quick stir, and then top it with your Coke. Or Sprite in this case. But shake and strain, it does incorporate all the flavors more evenly. It's a good idea if you use anything with tequila to do that shake and strain, because it does blend the tequila flavor a little bit more in comparison to just doing like pouring directly in there, because you're not getting that strong agave. It takes that flavor and it blends with everything, so it's a really good idea. But then you want to take that, add a splash of Coke or Sprite, give it another quick stir. There you have it. The Crown Royal Regal Apple Tea. As you see, it's a nice green color compared to the AMF. You know, as base, it's still an AMF cocktail. It's going to be really good. I guarantee if you try this, you won't be disappointed. You'll love it. So that's one thing, though. Sometimes if you're bored, you're like, man, I just want a cocktail. You take whatever your base cocktail is, whatever you feel is like your most favorite. If you like whiskey sours, you can take and modify it, put whatever you want in there. In my case, my favorite cocktail is Long Island. So I took the idea of Long Island, I kind of bounced and I changed around a little bit, and then made the Crown Royal Regal Apple Tea. It's a really good flavor, but it's cool when you just throw stuff together and you try it and you're like, damn, it's the best thing ever. That's what makes it way more rewarding. It's really good. It's definitely worth trying out. But one thing about the Regal Apple, it's strong. It permeates the room. It stands out above anything you put in. There's a couple cocktails I use this in. Every cocktail I ever had it in, it definitely is a strong apple flavor. Even if it's just a small amount, it went a lot. Because you're thinking this is like a ½ ounce. So you take a ½ ounce away and using 1, 2, 4, figure about 3 ounces of that. So that's 7 ounces with only a ½ ounce of apple. That's a lot of extra stuff with just that little bit of apple. But the apple is the primary flavor standing out in this cocktail. You can kind of get the same idea by using some liqueur, because it has that nice bite to it. But this, it stands out. It tastes like a green apple cocktail. It's really good, and it comes out really bright green color, which is kind of cool, like green apple. This is definitely something I can drink the whole thing in one sitting, but guarantee it'll hit you in the end, as many Long Islands do. But I hope you enjoyed this cocktail. If you guys ever had an idea for a cocktail where you're bored, you throw stuff together, you're like, let's try this, that, this, everything else, and you try it and you're like, it's the best thing ever, let me know your experience with that is. There's many cocktails. Half of the ones I made on this show are ones that I just kind of threw together because I was like, you know what, this sounds good, let's make it. And I try it and I'm blown away about how it tastes, because this is actually, I was blown away how it tasted. I just came home one night, it was a long day at work, figured I'd make myself Long Island. This idea, it came out so good. But let me know what you guys think. If you get a chance to try it out, let me know in the comments below. I definitely suggest try this. It is really that good. It's a very sweet apple flavor, and then the sour mix brings out the idea of that green apple, because the green apple in general, it's sour. It has that bite to it. It makes it more like a green apple cocktail, but it is, in a sense, a Long Island. So it's a green apple, well, the Crown Royal Regal Apple Tea, because it's Regal Apple, so it's a Regal Apple Tea. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely check us out on Facebook, Spirit Cocktails. Subscribe to our channel. Submit your cocktails. Let me know what you guys have ideas for. Please do them on the show. Guaranteed, if I have it, it'll be on here. If not, the next week, maybe a couple weeks from now, depending on how my ingredients list is. As always, drink responsibly.